Okay, so I'm also new to your brilliance. So my question, or I guess the beginning of my question starts, I've been in a relationship for about almost 5 years now. And like most relationships, they start beautiful. They start, you're in love.
That's before you learn so much about each other.
And myself.
But you see, when you come into a relationship, your desire is strong. At the beginning of a relationship, each of you are more a vibrational match to your vortex version. And then as you are together longer, you start facing reality and you start deviating from your vortex version. It wouldn't matter who you were together with. If you could stay focused upon your vortex version, that would be the most fantastic relationship and partner that you've ever had. But when you give them the responsibility of matching your vortex version rather than taking the responsibility of you matching your vortex version, then it usually doesn't feel very good for very long. Nobody can live up to the ever-changing ideas that you are about. You are evolving and expanding so rapidly. You put new things in your vortex about your relationship every single day, and no human could ever keep up with it. But your inner being is, and you can, you see. And when you do, you'll be happy, and then you'll see the best in the other. Did you follow that? That's the answer to all relationships. The thing that doesn't work is, I don't feel so good, and I need you to change just a little bit so that I'll feel a little better. And remember how you used to be? I want you to be that again, as if anybody could ever go back to anything that was ever before, you see. So what you really want to say to each other is, my idea of who we are is changing really rapidly. And I don't expect you to keep up with it, but I'm going to. I'm going to keep focusing upon the expansion that we are about. And I'm loving every bit of contrast that is causing my expansion. And don't change anything for me. I got this.
Well, I feel like I'm constantly always the one taking the burden of trying to expand and make everything better.
But you're not. You're not when you say something like that. What you're focused upon is what the other one is not doing. And when you focus upon what the other one is not doing, you're not doing it either. You're not in alignment with your source when you are feeling that you're doing more than your fair share. Because when you are in alignment with source, there's not a pie to be divided up. There's not any fair share. You know what this receptive mode is that we've been talking about all day? It's also the replenishing mode. So if you're looking to your partner for replenishment, sometimes you find it and sometimes you don't. But if you are looking to your alignment with source for your replenishment, then you've got plenty to give, and you never feel unhappy about giving more than they're giving you, because none of you are getting it from each other. You're all getting it from source. You're just using each other as your excuse to either get it or not get it, but you're not getting it from each other. You're getting it from source. Did you follow that? That's really important and really good. That's really a good acknowledgement. I love you so much because source flows through me. Well, what about me? Well, yeah, you're okay. But the reason that I love you so much is because source is flowing through me, and I am love. I am love, and you are my object of attention. But wait, I want to be the reason that you love. Sorry, that's not how it works. You will never be the reason that I love. But I promise you, I will hook up with source energy, and love will flow through me, and I will hold you as my object of attention, and you will feel my expanded love.
So how do I know? I guess it's confusion, knowing whether I stay or if I go, just because I never feel like we will be on the same vibration.
Well, you two being on the same vibration isn't the issue. You and you being on the same vibration is. And so pick one. Stay or go. It doesn't really matter. Because you can stay and be in alignment, or you can stay and not be in alignment, or you can go and be in alignment, or go and not be in alignment. In other words, the staying or going isn't the thing. You're asking that question too soon. The question that you want to ask is, can I find a way to be in vibrational alignment with who I am? And the thing about going is that you take yourself with you. And usually, as you take yourself with you, you take all the memories of that thing that wasn't working, and you take it into the new relationship. Does this sound familiar at all?
Yes.
Yeah. And so our encouragement to you is to stay right where you are, because we know for sure that you were in a high-flying place when that rendezvous came about. We know for sure that you were tuned in, tapped in, turned on, and that was a relationship that was born of being in the receptive mode, both of you. It was not a product of being in a vulnerable place. It was a byproduct of being in the receptive mode. And so there's huge potential for you coming into alignment and living happily ever after here. We've enjoyed this interaction a lot. It's fun to come together with you. It is so nice for us to have the benefit of reveling through what you are about. It is satisfying for us to witness your vibrational lifting as a result of just a few hours of conversation about things that you understand at deep levels. It's exhilarating for us when you meet us in our reveling about you. That is the orgasmic part of life that you are all reaching for. When you meet us in your reveling of your life in the way that we are reveling, that's that sweet spot that you are all reaching for, you see. There isn't anything that you should do and isn't anything that you need to do. And there isn't anybody that is keeping score of what you're doing or not doing. It's just a matter of how practiced you become at allowing the fullness of who you are to be present in any moment in time. Life is supposed to feel good to you. You are supposed to be having a wonderful life experience. And if any point in time or on any subject particularly you're not, then that just means that you've been dragging some stuff from your physical trail, some vibrational stuff that is resistant in nature. And it's just got your attention and therefore keeping you from the alignment with who you really are. There is no future experience. There is only now, 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 now. But as the continuing now stretches out before you, it is our promise to you that every day from this day forward, you're going to feel more present in that. You're going to feel more control of the way you feel. You're going to be less conditional. Therefore, you're going to be easier on yourself and easier on others. You're going to begin to trust more and more in the well-being that is you. And in time, maybe not immediately, but in time, it is our promise to you that you will feel the love for yourself that we are feeling for you. And when that takes place, the freedom that you've been looking for will be yours. Once you feel it, once you understand how it came, once you intend for it, and once you accomplish it, then you're home free, happily ever after. Happily ever after doesn't mean everything you want satisfied all at once. That would not be happily ever after. Happily ever after means contrast, putting more in the vortex and you realizing it and feeling the contrast and then doing something about adjusting the way you feel. Happily ever after means you asking for something and source energy getting on it and cooperative components being gathered and things moving toward it. Happily ever after means you being in the receptive mode and feeling an inspiration and knowing by the power of the feeling that you feel that you are tuned in, tapped in, turned on in that moment. And then coming back with something that you learned today, that the fact that I feel this about this and the fact that I hold this desire means that it is a slam dunk for me to bring it to full fruition. But I'm satisfied right now with the idea of it. I don't need to know all the plans at once. I need to know every turn, every conversation, everything that will happen. I don't want to immediately go to all of the things that I will want. I want to savor them as they come along. I want to be in the receptive mode where I'm in the fullness. I want to feel full in my life experience. There is great love here for you and appreciation for your willingness to play this game, and it is a game, for pleasure, because you cannot prove worthiness because it is never up for grabs. You are worthy. You don't need to defend anything. There is nothing to defend. Have fun with this. We are complete.